Hi guys, I wanted to have a quick chat with you today about box dye. I just box dyed my hair last night and I am a hairdresser and we all know that this is the cardinal sin of hairstylists. We don't use box dye. But with the quarantine, I just couldn't stand the color of my hair anymore. Today I wanted to talk to you about why box dye is or isn't a good idea for you. I'll let you kind of decide whether this is going to be a good step for you or not. So let's start with number one. The developer that is in box dye is 20 volume, and what that means is that it lifts your hair color 2 levels. So for me, I was at about a 4 or a 5. Whenever I use anything with 20 volume, it's going to lift my hair about 2 levels. The longer I leave it on, it's going to lift a little bit more. So 20 volume developer usually works really slowly. The longer you leave it on, the more the hair gets damaged. If you've already lightened your hair before and you're using box color on top, what that's doing is that it's blasting the cuticle open and it's ripping out your hair, and it's really damaging and it's really drying. So I did notice that my hair became much drier after I colored my hair last night. Another thing about box dye is that the color that you get on the box is not accurate as to the color that you are going to get. So even those charts in the back are not accurate. This is all Photoshop. These are not real results. There are so many factors that go into hair color because it's chemistry. It's actually more scientific than just, slapping on hair color and hoping that you're going to get a good color. You don't know what you're working with. When we're at the salon, we know how to mix colors. So say somebody comes in and they have a level 7 hair color and they want to go to a level 5. We can use a much more gentle developer to create that color, because really at that point we only need to deposit the color if we're going to go darker. So say I was like at a level 7, right? So what it did was that it blasted my cuticle open 2 levels up, which means it bleached my hair, and then deposited a ton of pigment to bring me back down to about this level, which is kind of like a 3 or a 4. That's way too much damage. I didn't need to lighten my hair to go dark. All I needed to go was from here to here. So you need to keep in mind kind of how the chemistry of the box color is working. Now I know some of you are going to say, oh, well, I went to a hairdresser and they totally ruined my hair. That's happened to me as well. But this is why I'm doing this video, so that you know what to ask when you go to the salon. And this video is just meant to educate you. It's not meant to point fingers. I'm not judging. I know this is a rough time for everybody. And I know that hair color can make us feel so amazing about ourselves. So another thing that I noticed about box color is that the pigment is very strong. The color is so strong that it kind of makes me wonder how much pigment is actually in the color and why does it need to be so dark? It's blasting the cuticle open and it's depositing a crap ton of this pigment, which is fine, I guess. I don't know if it's gonna leave my hair shiny and gorgeous. When you go to the hair salon, colors that we use actually make the hair healthier. Having said that, it's very difficult to remove box color. If you're somebody who likes to change your hair color, so if you're thinking of going dark, but then maybe next season you're gonna wanna go a little bit blonde, you do not wanna use box color. It's so hard to remove this color because there's metallic salts in box dye, and that is going to be very difficult for you to go lighter. If you're going to have highlights done or foils, let's just say that your hairdresser is not gonna like you very much. If you're gonna try and bleach it at home, oh my god, don't, because you're gonna blast your hair even more and then it's gonna turn very orange, and then you're gonna have to take out the orange and you're probably gonna go back to going just like black or something, which is very common for a lot of people. I've done it myself before I became a hairstylist, so I totally understand if that's kind of what you're itching to do. Please text your hairstylist if you're thinking about doing anything dramatic. Know that if you're gonna go darker, you cannot go lighter. Now if you're thinking about going lighter and you want to bleach your hair at home, unless you're already light, so if you were blonde as a baby and your hair's just kind of gotten darker over time and you kind of get that mousy brown, it might work for you. You might be able to get away with it. I don't do a lot of bleach, like I'm not a hair colorist, so I'm not going to give you the most accurate information, but do be careful. I've seen girls' hair turn green, I've seen it turn orange. It really bugs me that I can't mix color. So I usually like to mix colors. So if I was gonna do my own color, I would mix a little bit of a 5 and a 6 and I get a 5.5. Or you can do like a 7 and an 8 and you get a 7.5. If you can't do that with box color, you're kind of like at the mercy of whatever comes out of this box, and then you're stuck with the color because you really can't go any lighter. You can't get rid of it. You gotta be committed. You gotta know that this is the color that you want for the rest of your life. I hope this video kind of summarized the main points for you about box color and why hairdressers really hate box color. But like I said, if you have used it for years or if you're thinking of going darker, by all means go for it, and I wish you the best of luck. It would really help my algorithm if you guys give me a thumbs up and a subscribe. I'll see you soon. Bye.